Hoffe, mein Speicher hält so lange noch. Aber ich habe gesehen, sowas soll man eigentlich gar nicht während LPs machen. Also essen. Hört man das? Keine Ahnung. Egal. Aber ja. Ich habe mir gesagt, ich mache ja, was ich will. So. Einer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, it's Zoe Castillo again. May I come in?
Of course.
Das klang irgendwie merkwürdig. Hey Bitch, na wie geht's?
Yeah. Thanks.
Geile Konversation, ihr habt's drauf. Smalltalk at its best. Oh. Wer bist du?
We're not open yet. If you want anything, you'll have to talk to Charlie over there.
Hey, du bist besser. Als die andere. Ach, die Musik erinnert mich an irgendwas. Egal.
Hey, you're back.
Natürlich.
Surprised?
You look like you could take care of yourself, so no, not really. Did you find your friend Jericho?
His name's Reza. And no, not yet. But I have a lead.
Good, I hope you find him. He seemed like a nice guy.
How long ago did you say you lived at the border house?
10 years. Why?
It must have changed a lot. It was a horrible place. There was one room that looked okay, but the rest of it, just horrible.
10 years is a long time, girl. The world can change completely in a decade.
You haven't heard from Reza again, have you?
Sorry, girl. If he calls, I'll let you know.
Thank you, Charlie.
For what? Listen, feel free to hang out here for as long as you want. Maybe your friend will stop by again.
Okay, dann konfrontieren wir ihn mal.
Could you tell me anything about this picture? That's you, isn't it?
Jesus Christ, where did you find this?
At the hotel. Room 201. I found it in a closet and I figured you'd know. I mean, that is you, right?
10 years and a lifetime ago. Yeah. I can't believe that graph would still be in April's old room after all this time.
April?
April Ryan, the girl in the middle. 201, that was her room 10 years ago.
Did you say April Ryan?
Yeah? Why?
That name sounds very familiar.
You probably got her mixed up with someone
Aber hallo.
else. April vanished back in '09, just days before the collapse. We spent a long time searching for her before I gave up. Emma, on the other hand, she never lost faith. She still thinks April's alive and out there somewhere.
Da liegt sie
And
gar
there's
nicht
the
mal so
other girl in
falsch.
the picture.
Yeah, they were the two best friends I've ever had. But I haven't heard from Emma in years, and April. Let's just say that I don't share Emma's faith in miracles.
How did April disappear?
Look, I'm not comfortable talking about this. It's private stuff.
I
Naja,
completely understand, Charlie. It must have been hard on you losing your best friend like that.
lassen wir ihn
I'm
erst einmal.
sort of going through the same thing myself, except I still believe Reza's okay.
I'm sorry, girl. I'm sure he's okay. From what I could tell, your friend's pretty smart and resourceful. Look, why are you so interested in April Ryan?
This
Soll
is
ich ihm
gonna sound
jetzt
crazy.
erzählen, dass...
Can't even believe I'm telling you this, but I've heard the name April Ryan recently. I've been seeing things on screens back in Casablanca
Das
at
nennt man...
the hotel.
Egal.
Strange, creepy things. At first, I figured it had something to do with the static. That might still be the case. But I think there's more to it than that. There's this snowy landscape, a strange black house, a girl. I know it sounds completely insane, but the girl, she speaks to me. Directly to me. Through the screen. Find her. Save her. At first that was all she said. And then, find April Ryan. Find April. Save April. When I was inside that place, the hotel, I saw the girl again. She pointed the way to April's room, to the closet where I found the picture.
Jesus. If you're right, if this isn't some kind of sick joke, I need to contact Emma. She still believes April was telling the truth.
The truth?
Ah, jetzt kommen wir der
About what?
Sache näher.
Can you stick around, Zoe? I'm sure Emma will hop on the first vac tracks or scramjet out of Europolis, and she'll want to hear this from you. Once she gets here, we'll tell you the whole story. I promise.
Charlie, the April Ryan I've heard of might not be your April. I don't want you to get your hopes up.
April disappeared under some very strange circumstances, Zoe. If there's even a tiny chance that this has anything to do with her, we need to pursue it.
Okay. I have to wait here for this guy to contact me anyway. Marcus. I met him at the hotel.
Marcus? This is starting to sound like a damn family reunion. Marcus was a friend of ours back in the old days, until he got into amethyst in a big way. Haven't seen him in years either, but I heard he got a job at the hotel.
Yeah. He's some kind of caretaker.
Vielleicht habt ihr es bemerkt, es laggt wieder. Ich glaube, der Speicher geht jetzt gleich zu
while I
Ende.
was there. They're testing some kind of device that hooks up to your head. I've seen it once before. It's probably what brought Reza to Newport. Anyway, Marcus said he'd help me find out what happened to Reza, for a price. I told him to meet me here later. I hope that's okay.
No problem. This is the safest place in Newport. Nothing gets in or out without me knowing about it. I'll make sure his name's put on the guest list. I'm gonna go call Emma, and then I need to take care of some business, but you can just hang out here. I'll have the kitchen make you something to eat.
That would be nice. I'm starving. I haven't eaten since the train.
You come to the right place. Our sashimi's the best in town. Find yourself a table and I'll have someone take your order.
Thank you. Wait, Charlie?
Yeah?
You really think Reza's okay?
He's an investigative reporter, isn't he? Jericho's famous. I'm sure he's been in worse scrapes. Don't worry, he'll be okay.
Dum, ba-dum, dum. Jetzt geht's komischerweise wieder. Okay, langsam wird alles mysteriös. Dinge klären sich, neue Fragen werden aufgeworfen. Naja, mal sehen, wo uns das hinführt. So Paralleluniversum? Keine Ahnung. Hat alles nur noch garantiert mit der großen Katastrophe zu tun. Oh je. Der Boden spiegelt total. Da hätten sie vielleicht nicht so einen krassen Shader drüber schmeißen sollen. Sieht aus, als wäre alles
And
nass.
that's everything. I know it's not much, and I know it may not even be your April, Ryan, but...
It is. It has to be. I don't believe in coincidences, and this would be one enormous coincidence.
Alter, sprech mal ein bisschen langsamer.
Charlie, maybe she needs our help. Maybe...
Don't get your hopes up, Emma. We don't know anything yet.
I'm sorry to ask, but... Charlie, you promised you'd tell me what happened to April.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. She disappeared under some very strange circumstances.
Das hast du schon
The day
gesagt.
she vanished, corporates were after her. I still don't know why. They stormed the house and...
Emma got shot. She almost didn't make it. As for April, she made it out. And that was the last we heard from her.
But we know she got away. She was identified on security cameras uptown, and we found out later that she had boarded a shuttle to one of the orbiting stations. That's where the cookie crumb trail ends, however. Right after that, the collapse happened and everything changed.
When things returned to normal,
Erklärt mir
we were
einer
too busy
verdammt
putting
nochmal,
our
was es
own
mit diesem
lives
blöden
back.
Kollaps wirklich
By
auf
the
sich
time
hat.
we started looking for her again.
April was gone. Vanished. If it hadn't been for the things she'd told us, I would have simply believed that she was another victim of the collapse.
What things?
This is where it gets complicated. She spoke about another world, a sort of parallel magical dimension. We didn't believe.
You didn't believe her, Charlie. I never doubted her.
Fine, I didn't believe her. I'm still not sure I do, despite the things I saw during the collapse.
Wait, April told you that she'd seen another dimension?
Not seen. Been to. A place called Arcadia. There was this man.
Cortez, a real weirdo. He told April that she had some kind of talent, power, to travel between worlds, and that she was needed.
According to what April told us, there are 2 worlds. This one and the other one. Arcadia. A world of magic. They exist in parallel, in balance with each other. I never had reason to doubt anything April said before, but even I was skeptical. So after I got out of the hospital, I started digging. And the things she told us, she's not the only one, Zoe. There are others who've traveled and seen Arcadia. It's real.
Look, we don't know that. All we know is that some dangerous idiot put ideas into her head, and...
I know, Charlie. Have some faith, okay? I know. I can feel it. I've done a lot of research. When you have enough money, even the best-kept secrets are revealed to you.
I'm sorry, Emma, but it does sound a bit...
Crazy, delusional. You don't think I've thought the same thing myself? How old were you when the collapse happened, Zoe? 9, 10?
10.
And do you remember anything about it?
Not really. We were living in London at the time and our subsection was shut down for several days. My dad, he wanted to protect me. I didn't see much.
Most people don't remember, or they pretend to have forgotten. Those of us who saw it, you don't forget something like that. But there were things happening even before the collapse, strange things like dreams leaking through into the waking world. Looking back, everything I've seen, read, what people have told me, people who had no reason to lie to me, I know she was telling the truth, and I believe she's still there. In Arcadia.
Okay. Okay, so let's say you're right. The messages I've been getting. You think that winter place is the parallel world April talked about? Arcadia?
From what I know, it doesn't sound like Arcadia, but who knows? The question is, who's the little girl, and why is she trying to contact you? After all, you didn't know April Ryan. Her name meant nothing to you until today. Chance brought you here, and if you hadn't found the picture and showed it to Charlie, you would never have recognized April's name.
It seems improbable, I know, but Reza is the link. The story he's working on must have something to do with all of this. It's the only explanation I can think of.
Your friend, the journalist, you still don't know where he is?
No, but with any luck I might find out later tonight. Actually, Charlie, is there somewhere private where I can make a call? Maybe Reza's tried to contact me. I'm going to try his mobile again and check in with my friend Olivia back in Casablanca in case she's heard from him.
Sure. You can use one of the private lounges upstairs. The last one on your left is empty.
Thanks. I'll be right back.
Okay. Ich muss kurz unterbrechen. Wegen Lag.